traditional schnitzel is made with veal, but I've had it with veal, tenderloin, pork tenderloin, or with chicken, and I prefer pork the best. Maybe I don't have a palate. Considering some of the things I've made here, you may agree, but I really love using pork tenderloin. Not pork loin, but pork tenderloin. I just find it just melts in your mouth. It really does. It's just so soft, so tender. You can get it really, really flat too. The second thing that I like to do is use panko breadcrumbs. You know, I don't have time to make my own breadcrumbs, but I love the lemon panko breadcrumbs the best. Yum. So now the Wiener Schnitzel is served with a lemon wedge typically. So if you're using lemon panko breadcrumbs, you're having that lemon built in. It's going to really elevate this this dish. Okay. The next thing is when I make my egg wash, I'll use, of course, nice eggs, but also heavy cream. And it's just very richer, it's thicker. And those are the three things that I think really takes this dish to another level compared to the traditional way it's served. That I have it every single time I go overseas, and many times. So I'll probably have it 2 or 3 times when I'm either in Germany or visiting in that area. So, and this is, I still like mine the best. Yes, I'm biased, but let's get started. All right, so we have our pork tenderloin between 2 sheets of saran wrap here, and we're just going to beat the snot out of it. First, I'll start with the big side, and then I do with the little side. And then we'll flip them over and do it again. And I want it paper thin when I do this. Okay, so this is already very thin. If this was a thicker cut, I would flip it over and do the other side, but I think this is good enough. But let's just to be sure. Voila. We'll do the other ones, and then we'll salt them and then let them sit for about an hour. All right, so for starters, when we're making our flour that we dip the pork in, I'm going to add some paprika. I'll add a little bit of salt. I'm just going to use my little scooper here. 3 of those. And then I'm just going to add some regular pepper. I think this is a nice combination. And this is very, very light. The flavor of this will be very light. It's not going to be overbearing because we want the flavor of the lemon panko crumbs to stand out. All right, so we are set up here. I have my egg mixture. I've got the panko crumbs. I got my pork. I have the flour, so I'll come around this way. Turn on my burner and heat up the oil. Now this is a 25K BTU burner, so it gets really, really hot and gets hot quickly, so. And I just like to fill up the bottom and maybe to about maybe a 1/4 of an inch of oil. I'm going to dip my porklets here into the flour and then into the egg wash or egg mixture, probably however you say it. And I kind of pat down the panko crumbs on them. Let's get these in there. These are so thin, they cook very, very quickly, so. I'm serving my schnitzel with mashed potatoes and red cabbage. Enjoy, y'all. All right, here's the German test. How is it?
Lecker, lecker, lecker.
Am I forcing you to say this?
This is my own opinion.
Blink twice if you need help. Okay, he loves me.